Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Pete and today we are back on Herbivore Island finally. It was quite an ordeal getting back after the end of last episode when I died and had to respawn and make another raft and get back over here, and then by the time I got here it was nighttime and I was ice cubing and starving, so I had to take some time to hunt, make this big bonfire, upgrade my armor. So I spent most of day 3 just gathering materials and leveling up, and as a correction from last episode, there actually are 2 explorer notes on Herbivore Island, not one, so I always forget about the one over here. There's one right here on the left side when you first get here, so this is the Hesperornis, and there's another one sort of up there on that ridge, somewhere near a metal node, I know, so I'm saving that one for now. But just from using the experience boost and crafting, I was able to actually get to level 53. So it's day 4, I believe. Yeah, it's morning of day 4 and we're already level 53, so doing pretty well. And I do want to go ahead and get started on making a small raft base, nothing crazy. Just something where I can at least get the crafting structures put in and the forge, smithy, and some other things. So I've made, I hope enough structures to build it. I may have to actually run out and make a few more things, but I have enough to at least get started. So some of this might be sort of repetitive or common knowledge, but since some people may be beginners, I'll go ahead and explain sort of what I'm doing. So when I built the raft, you don't have to lower the foundations, but I personally like to have the foundations lowered. I just think it looks better. So what I did here was made some thatch foundations and also some wooden pillars. I always use thatch for the foundations for this part because if I make a mistake, they're just really easy to replace if I have to demolish them. So I'm going to go ahead and try to line up the first one. And for this part, I leave the sail visible because it makes it easier for me to make sure I'm even. It'd be easier if I could use K mode, but I can't see how far back I am on that one. Just gonna have to eyeball it. No, that's bad. And try that again. See, it won't let me actually place it when I'm holding it. I like to hold the mask because it makes it easier to line up correctly, but that's not working. That's okay. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even really matter. It'll still work the same. So I'm just gonna put this one here and hope that's okay. And after I place the first foundation, I'm going to put a pillar right in the middle. Grab another foundation. And then you're going to toggle the snap point to lower this foundation. Then you're going to pick up the original foundation and the pillar. Place the pillar in the middle of the second foundation. And then kind of keep going like that. So each foundation that you place, you'll lower it to the next lower snap point. Place it. Pick up the other one. Basically just repeating this until you get it as low as you want. Probably gonna go maybe one more lower. We'll see how that looks. Actually, a little bit lower. Let me see, because the in Primitive Plus, the Primitive Plus structures always don't line up with the thatch. So sometimes it looks low enough. Yeah, I actually think that might be perfect. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's fine. I think if I lower it anymore, it would kind of sink into the raft. So yeah, so that's a start. And for this, I'm going to just go 3 wide, and then I'll see how far I can go. And then I should, before I do that one, I want to make sure I can put, I can still drive the raft with that one there. Okay, so it might not be low enough. That could be why it's doing that. So what I will do is leave this part as is, and I'll just actually have my entrance right here, and the driving part will be outside of the rest of the house. All right, so I should be able to go out one more row before I have to start using ceilings. Okay. So once you get to the point where it won't let you lay the foundation anymore, what you have to do is to use a ceiling. So again, I'm going to go ahead and use a thatch ceiling, because if I make a mistake, it's super cheap to replace that one. So what you do is you're going to place the ceiling, and then you're going to place the foundation under it, and then you're going to pick up the ceiling. So I'm going to put the ceiling down, and then once I have that down, it will let me actually place the foundation where I want it, and then I can pick up the ceiling, and it stays. So that's how you are able to extend the foundations beyond the actual raft base, and there is a limit to how far you can go, and it'll tell you once you get too far away from the base. So I'm going to keep doing that. And then, let's see. I have a feeling I'm starting to get close to the limit, but so far it's still, yeah. So when you see this can't place thatch ceiling, the structure is too far, so we can't actually go out any further, but we got pretty far. I wanted at least 3 by 4 usable space inside, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that should be good. And I probably could go out further this way, but I probably won't. All right, so that's the foundations. Now the rest of this should be pretty fast. Okay, I'm encumbered, so I'm gonna drop. So I'll drop the walls for now. I'll come back for those in a moment. No. Yeah, I wish I could have had one here, but I mean, technically I could, but I don't think that would be helpful if I put that one there. Unless, will it let me put it between these two? No. Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to do a doorway and 2 windows on each end, and then just use walls for the rest of it. So when you're doing it on a raft, sometimes the walls will kind of just keep flickering between the different snap points, so you just have to kind of eyeball it and make sure they line up correctly. That looks good. That looks good. One, two, three, four. Okay. Actually, I can't tell if this is 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. Yeah, it's 4. Okay, so that's perfect. I guess that's okay. It looks like the door frame may not have lined up correctly with the window frames, but I can't tell. Okay, I guess that's just what they look like, and that's okay. Not a big deal. Alright, so last part will be walls, and I think I should need 4 for each side, 2 for the roof layer, so should have 10 walls. I don't know if I made enough. I need 1 more wall. Oh. Alright, so yeah, this was pretty fast because I already had the pieces built. It didn't take too long. Okay, and then I'm going to do sloped ceilings on the sides. And then I should need 4 ceilings and 8 sloped roofs. I don't actually know if I made the ceilings. Let me check. I thought I had everything ready. Okay, so I need 6 more roofs, and I guess I didn't make any ceilings. Okay, so I forgot about the ceilings. That's okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make the ceilings really quickly, and then I will be back with you, unless I already have the stuff. Let me check. Okay, yes, I'll have to gather a little bit more wood and then I will be back. All right, so I'm still waiting on the lumber to finish. I put some wood in there that's turning into lumber right now, but I just want to also show before I forget, the stegos are completely broken in Primitive Plus, so they basically, if you look at them, the model does not move at all. There's no change of expression. They just literally look like just toy figures just kind of sliding around. And if you hit them, they do damage when they first aggro, just for the first strike, but after that they can't even defend themselves. So like, he hit me one time and then I could just keep hitting him and he can't do anything. So basically they're completely useless, unfortunately, because the post TLC stego is great. These guys can't really do anything. They can't even harvest when you tame them. So all you can really use them for is free meat, hide, and keratin. And if you tame one, you could use it for, I guess, like a pack mule. But they can't harvest. They can't fight. It's pretty sad, actually. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Okay, and that should be the last that I need, I think, to finish the raft. I don't have anything to put in the window frames because I don't have any crystal for the glass lumber windows, so I'm just going to leave those open for now. It's not a big deal. I can actually shoot them through them if I need to. So I'm going to start placing the slope ceilings first. Oh no, I was too short. Okay, so I miscounted. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay, so this is it. So it's 3x4. It's actually pretty spacious. I have room to put the forge, smithy, probably the construction table, hand mill. I haven't hit any drops yet, so I don't have a bed, but for now I'll just put some sleeping bags in here. But yeah, this is going to be the starter base. Pretty simple. And as long as we don't get hit by a lead, hopefully this will last a while. Alright, so I am back, and I actually moved the raft a little bit more inland, so I have to gather some more materials, and it was just kind of far away. But I need to grab more iron and more wood. I have plenty of stone, but I have a couple of things left to make. But so far, here's what I have, so close that. I have the smithy here, the refining forge, construction table, the hand mill, which is basically the mortar and pestle. And I'm going to also make a smokehouse, which is sort of like a fridge. It basically preserves food and makes jerky if you put oil in it. And last thing will be the modern storage shelf, so that one holds a decent amount of items for storage. So I'm almost there, just got to gather a few more materials, but I think this is a really good start. I love the way the base looks. The only thing I don't like is I noticed it's really noticeably a different color on top than on the sides. So the ceiling, I guess, and the sloped roofs just do not match, and it's not a big deal. But I might make some paint and try to cover over that. I don't know if it will end up looking better or worse, but that might be different later. I'll just have to play around with it. But alright, so I'm back again, and I've added just a few things here to the raft base. So I did go ahead and make the modern storage shelf. I added a hammock. I haven't gotten a bed, and you can't craft one, and I actually think this looks okay. So I went ahead and put the hammock here, which will be my spawn point for the raft base. I put a big bonfire to keep me warm and cook meats, and a tanning rack. This does turn hide into leather, but you have to have crystal to make salt. So I can't do anything with it just yet, but it will be ready once I actually get some crystal. I made the smokehouse and also the cauldron, and I've just been cooking, mostly just making dye. I went ahead and dyed my armor my usual black and royalty purple colors. But yeah, now that this is done, I think before I leave Herbivore Island, I actually do want to go ahead and grab a few tames. So I think I've seen just about everything walking around the island, and the highest things that I've seen are a level 102 trike and a level 96 anky. So I'll probably go for those two. And also might go ahead and get a parasaur as well, because I do like having those for turret mode to spot enemies. So I think I'll go ahead and do those three: parasaur, triceratops, and anky. So I'm gonna go around until I find the right ones, and I'll be back with you. Alright, so I was actually able to find a level 108 trike, which is one tier higher than the 102 that I found. The 102 is somewhere up there by the Bronto, but it's far enough away where it shouldn't be able to aggro from me trying to tame this one. I don't have a lot of trank arrows, so I did make a backup slingshot, but I'm just going to do my best and hope it's enough. Alright, so I have this really simple taming trap here. Just a 2x3 door frames and ramps, so hopefully this will work. Okay, she's charging. Oh shoot. No, let me out. Okay, well she's trapped, so it kind of worked. Oh. Alright, so now that I have her in here for trikes, for the new people, they take more damage if you don't hit them in the head. A lot of animals take a lot more damage from headshots, but trikes have such a bony head that they actually take way less damage. So always try to shoot them in the knees or the body. Come on, go down. I'm not sure how many arrows I'll need for a 108, but I think I only had about 48 to start with. Oh, okay, well she's already down. Yay, okay. Now, since her torpor goes down pretty slowly, she won't really need to eat for a while, so I'll let her get hungry. I'm gonna go try to find a parasaur and try to locate that anky. Alright, so I was able to find a level 108 parasaur, and that's so far the best that I've been able to find, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one. And this will be much easier to get down. Okay, see, I only needed, what, 3 or 4 arrows? And this one should tame up a lot faster than the trike, so I can use it to get more narco berries and make more tranks for the anky. And I believe this is the anky over here that I saw. Yeah, I have 96. So while the parasaur's getting hungry, I'm going to go ahead and sweep around the island one more time to see if there's a higher level anky, and if not, I'll go ahead and just grab that one. Alright, so I let this one get nice and hungry. I'm going to go ahead and put some majos on it. I just stole a stego egg and had to fight off a few of them, so I took some damage, but I think I'm already healing up pretty well. And while he's doing that, let me go ahead and unlock the saddles I'll need, so... Oh, caps lock. So, trike saddle. It's just fiber, hide, and wood. That's easy. And same thing for parasaur saddle. And the anky saddle. Oh, yay. So I'm not going to name it for now. If anyone leaves any name suggestions in the comments, I'll definitely go back and name it. But for now, it'll just be Parasaur. And I should have enough iron. So I may actually need to go around and get more hide for all these saddles, but everything else I already have. Plenty of fiber, plenty of iron. All right, but that's perfect. And I got really lucky and found a ramshackle saber-tooth saddle, which I'll definitely be using. And I found an ascendant mammoth saddle. Not sure if I'm going to be taming one, but it might come in handy. So now that I have this guy, I'm going to go ahead and check on the trike. Alright, so I'm back with the trike, and she's already down below half torpor, so I'm going to go ahead and feed her and see if she's close to taming or if she might end up needing some narcotics. I'm hoping not. Okay, it looks like she's probably going to be okay with what we have. But I already made the trike saddle, so I'm just waiting for her to go ahead and tame up. I'll be back once she's close to taming. Alright, so we got the trike as well. And unfortunately, I accidentally hit her while she was unconscious, so she lost a little bit of taming effectiveness, but she still got 50 extra levels, so I'm very happy with that. And I'm going to go ahead and saddle her and give her a torch. So yeah, we got 2 down, and the last thing is going to be the level 96 Anky. So what I'm going to do is tear down this trap, move it a little bit further down the beach, and I will work on making more trank arrows and go after that last one in the morning. Alright, so we have this guy trapped. I'm going to go ahead and get him down, get him tamed up, and while he's taming, I'm going to go ahead and make the Anky saddle, so I will be back when he's ready to go. Alright, so we got the Anky, and that was the last one we were waiting for. So, got a Parasaur, got the Anky, and we got the Triceratops, so I feel pretty good about this. And gonna go ahead and put the saddle on. Alright, perfect. And yeah, with that, I think I will go ahead and call it an episode. It's starting to get a little bit long for this one, but yeah, I think we got a lot accomplished. We built the raft base, and also tamed up the Anky, the Parasaur, and the Triceratops, so definitely going to look into leaving Herbivore Island pretty soon now that we have these tames in the raft base. So probably next time we'll be maybe looking for some crystal. Kind of want to get into the swamps and see what I can tame there. But thank you all so much for tuning in. And if you like what you saw, please consider subscribing and liking. And I'll see you next time. Everyone take care.